Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about STDs and PTPs. Now, we all know what an STD is. An STD is a sexually transmitted disease. It's a disease for the most part, can only be transmitted through sexual contact, be it oral or intercourse, and kissing. So guys, like, everybody has an STD and don't realize it. Most people have had several STDs. So let's look at some examples of STDs. Hold on. Okay guys, here are the top 5 STDs. A lot of people don't really pay attention to these because they don't know they have them. If you're having unprotected sex, more than likely you're either going to receive or you're going to transmit an STD. So guys, let's look at the STDs real quick. Here are the top 5 common sexually transmitted diseases. Human Papillomavirus, HPV. HPV is one of the most common STDs worldwide. It can lead to genital warts and in some cases cause cancers such as cervical cancer. See, it's a serious STD, guys, and people still running around here having unprotected sex. That's when I say you're in a program, you're controlled by a program that's causing you to act in a manner that is counterproductive to your health. Let's continue. Chlamydia. Chlamydia is a bacterial infection that often has no symptoms but can lead to serious reproductive issues if untreated. It's highly common, especially among young adults. See, it's highly common, especially among young adults and people that they don't have any symptoms, so you could have it and not even know it, but you're just running around having sex with people. Okay guys, let's go to the next one. Gonorrhea. This bacterial STD can affect the genitals, the rectum, and the throat. Like chlamydia, it can lead to severe complications if untreated. See guys, I mean, so you're dealing with some dangerous viruses and bacteria that can be physically and mentally harm your, the way you think and your reproductive abilities. Next, Herpes Simplex virus, HSV. Herpes can cause sores and blisters on the mouth. That's called oral herpes, or genital herpes. It's a lifelong infection that can be managed but not cured. See guys, that's why you have to be careful about what you're doing in your life. You can't be some reckless, sexually driven psychopath out here thinking that you just got it going on. And in fact, you probably got a disease or you're curing one. Okay guys, so these are all sexually transmitted diseases. Let's continue. Syphilis. Syphilis is a bacterial infection that progresses in stages. It starts with sores at the site of infection and can eventually lead to serious systemic health issues if untreated. Okay guys, see, so these are the top 5 STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. Okay guys, so now let's look at the hold on a second. Okay guys, so we looked at STDs. The next one is PTPs, psychologically transmitted programs. Psychologically transmitted programs. What are psychologically transmitted programs? It is it is programs that are transmitted through cultures, media, institutions, schools, social media, and throughout your family. Those are psychological transmitted programs. Everybody is infected. Like, everybody may not be infected with an STD. I think they say that but 80 to 90% of all adults have had an STD in their life. But psychologically transmitted programs, like, every single person on earth has a psychologically transmitted program. And let me give you some examples of psychologically transmitted programs. Hating someone because of their race. Hating someone because of their nationality. Violence. Religion. And different cultural concepts like marriage, having children, buying a house, going in debt, going to college. All those are psychologically transmitted programs. And you don't even know that you're participating in these programs because you don't know what it is not to have it. So if you've always had something all of your life, you don't know that you have it. You know, just like when the Africans were enslaved. If you were born in slavery and this is all that you know, that's all you know. And the only reason why African Americans that was enslaved a couple of hundred years ago, the only reason they knew they was enslaved is, one, they heard the rumors of freedom, and two, they knew, some of them knew from word of mouth that they had been kidnapped from their motherland. But if they was born in slavery and their parents did not pass on that knowledge, this was the state of their existence. But like I said before, once you learn that other people are free, and they learned that other people were free because over the generations, some Africans had learned how to read in English, or some of them even learned German. Some of them even learned French, because whoever enslaved them, they learned that language. And if you was born into slavery and your slave master spoke German, you spoke German. If your slave master spoke French, you spoke French. So whatever language your slave master spoke, that's what you spoke. So you have Africans that know how to speak French, German, or, Italian, Spanish, and they from Africa. But they don't know their African language. So they was programmed to speak another language. Okay, guys? So they would, once they learned the English language, the master would send them to town to get the newspaper, to handle some small little, whatever business that they trusted him with. So some of the slaves would learn how to read because they would send them to get the mail or the newspaper or whatever local documentation he needed. And that's how they learned about freedom. That's how they knew other people was free in other parts of the country. So that is psychological transmitted programs. The celebration of holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Valentine's Day, birthdays, all those are psychological programs. The way you behave, the way you treat people, your belief systems, those are all psychologically transmitted programs. Some are harmless, some are violent and hateful. So you have a lot of people that grew up with a vociferous attitude. They didn't care about other people or other races. They was very racist, very nasty. Those were psychologically transmitted programs. Because if you hate somebody that has never done anything to you, that's a psychologically transmitted program. You just program to hate. See? And those are the most infectious type of programs, the programs that benefit you and hurt other people. Because that program benefits you, so it's easier to catch that transmission than a transmission of love, which is also can be a psychologically transmitted program. To love, to have honor, be decent, be respectful. So all psychologically transmitted programs are not evil. Some are good. But the evil ones are the ones that get the most attention. That's why they spread so fast. Okay, guys, so let's look at some examples. Hold on. Okay, guys, here we go. So here are 5 matrix-themed matrix-themed acronyms for STD, conceptualized as a mind virus. Here we go. Now, I'm calling these psychologically transmitted programs. Systemic termination directives, a command that infiltrates and corrupts the system from within. Synthetic Trojan disruption, a virus that mimics legitimate code to bypass defenses and cause chaos. Subconscious threat delivery, a subtle, insidious virus that targets the mind, altering perception and behavior. See, guys, these are all programs that alter your perception and your behavior, and it targets the mind. It's real subtle, and it happens gradually over the years. It may take 10 or 20 years for you to be fully programmed, but the program is self-replicating at that point. It doesn't need to continue that same directive. The next one is simulated truth decay, a virus that degrades their mind's ability to distinguish between reality and simulation. See, guys, all this stuff is happening in real time as you live your life. It don't happen at one time. It happens in real time, continuously and gradually as you live your life. It's called simulated truth decay. The next one is called sentinel transmission deception, a deceptive signal sent by sentinels to manipulate or corrupt human minds in the matrix. What are sentinels? Sentinels is artificial intelligence that is learning or have mastered human behavior and perception. I'm gonna read this again. Sentinel transmission deception, a deceptive signal sent by sentinels to manipulate or corrupt human minds in the matrix. And it's happening right now, guys, with AI and social media, with TikTok, with YouTube, with Instagram. It's happening even with Uber and Lyft. They send out these signals to manipulate you into thinking that what you're saying is real, but actually it's fake. And it's trying to elicit a response in your behavior that's counterproductive to your progress, but it's going to benefit the system, the matrix. But you think it's going to benefit you. And it takes a while for you to realize, wait a minute, this is a scam. This is not benefiting me at all. this is going to benefit them, you know. But you don't know that. You don't know this algorithm is a program that's causing you to respond or react to a signal that is manipulative. Let me read that again, guys. Sentinel transmission deception, a deceptive signal sent by sentinels to manipulate or corrupt human minds in the matrix. We all know what a sentinel is, right? Let's read. Let's find out. Okay, guys, here's a sentinel. A sentinel being is a living thing that can sense or feel things and show awareness or responsiveness. The word comes from the Latin verb sentire, which means to feel or to perceive. Sentient, not sentinel, sentient, that's the word I'm looking for. Sentient beings have the ability to perceive sensations like sight, hearing, touch, taste, or smell. They can also have some degree of awareness and may be able to evaluate others' actions in relation to themselves and third parties, remember their own actions and their consequences, assess risks and benefits, have feelings such as pleasure, joy, pain, and distress. Some say that humans, animals, and insects are sentient beings. Scientific studies have provided evidence that a wide range of animals are sentient, including their ability to learn from other animals or past experience and to make choices. However, whether or not plants and other living things are sentient depends on who you ask. In East Asian Buddhism, for example, some believe that all beings, including plants, life, and inanimate objects, may be considered sentient beings. Okay, guys, so I was getting the word sentinel mixed up with sentient. That's the word I was looking for. Hold on. Okay, guys. Yeah, so anyway, guys, so yes. So that's what a PHP is. PHP is psychologically transmitted programs that's encoded in the matrix to get you to believe a certain thing. It could be a total lie. It could be a half-truth. It could be disinformation or misinformation. But you're going to believe it because you don't have anything to compare it to. You don't have any other knowledge. That's why you have to always pursue knowledge and learn other things, other dimensions, other concepts, other belief systems, so you'll have something to compare it to. Because if you have nothing to compare your reality to, you're going to think that your reality is from God. But actually, your reality is from Walmart. See? So anyway, guys, that's it for that video. I just wanted to touch on the STDs and the PTPs, and for you to realize that STD is physical and the PTP is psychological, and both of them are in effect. And neither one of them, you may not know you have either one of them, because the PTP may not have symptoms, and the STD may not have symptoms. Because if you having some kind of malfunction or situation with your body and that you've always had, you might not realize that it is a dysfunction. See? So anyway, guys, that's it for this video, guys. Make sure, guys, you keep your life clean, keep your car clean, keep your mind clean, keep your body clean, keep your diet clean, guys. Drink plenty of spring water to flush out the toxins, the chemicals, and the poison that's in the food supply. Guys, you are being poisoned. You're being micro-poisoned every day. And since you are unconscious and operating in your lower self, you're also poisoning your children and your pets. Guys, remember to download and deploy your antivirus software, debugging them, plug from the matrix, guys. And until next time, I'm Countryman777, and I'm signing off. Now go and conquer yourself. Peace.